Well, first up on the show, and northern Syria is once again turning into a battlefield. The fragile truce brokered by Russia has all but collapsed, and the Syrian forces have launched an all-out assault on one of the last remaining rebel strongholds in Idlib. The Syrian offensive has disrupted a months-long deadlock on the front lines. Backed by Russian President Bashar al-Assad, is on a mission to destroy the last rebel bastion. Airstrikes have been reported on civilian settlements. The government has denied all such charges. They claim that the fight is against the Al-Qaeda-inspired terrorists, but videos have surfaced from Idlib that seem to show otherwise. An estimated 25,000 people have fled Idlib since the attack began, and according to Syrian volunteer groups, more than a dozen civilians have been killed over the past week. The Syrian army claims to have captured 20 rebel-held villages in Idlib. The operation has triggered yet another migrant crisis in the region. Idlib is home to at least 3 million Syrians, and Turkey claims that 80,000 of them are currently moving to the Turkish border. Now, Turkey has traditionally sided with the rebels in the war against Syria, but it finds itself in a predicament. There are 3.7 million refugees living in Turkey already, and Erdogan has plans to rehabilitate 1 million of them in northwestern Syria. He has already waged a war to this end. The Turkish president has warned that he will not handle the pressure of the new influx. He said the negative impact will be felt in Europe as well.
Bombardımandan kaçan 80 binin üzerinde İdlib'li kardeşimiz ülkemiz sınırına doğru göç etmeye başladı. Şayet İdlib halkına yönelik vahşet son bulmazsa bu sayı daha da artacaktır. Böyle bir durumda Türkiye bu göç yükünü tek başına taşımayacaktır. Bizim maruz kalacağımız baskının olumsuz yansımaları başta Yunanistan olmak üzere tüm Avrupalı ülkelerin de hissedeceği bir konu olacaktır. Bu durumda 18 Mart mutabakatından önce yaşanan sahnelerin tekrarlanması kaçınılmazdır.
All right, our West Asia Bureau Chief Daniel Bagani is now joining us live for the latest on this. And well, Daniele, as Turkey said, where are these people going to head? So many of them fleeing their homes at the moment, even as both Syria and Russia have been blamed of bombing hospitals, medical facilities. This is indeed quite a crisis.
It is indeed quite a crisis, and what is even more worrisome is that this crisis doesn't seem to have a way to stop it, because as you correctly pointed out, despite the fact that there are out there evidence, a clear evidence, inconfutable evidence about the fact that both the Syrian government and the Russian Air Force have been bombing hospitals, the United Nations Security Council has not been able ever to stop them. It's worth reminding that in the last vote, which happened yesterday, Russia vetoed for the 14th time a humanitarian resolution which would have helped international convoys carrying aid to enter inside northern Syria and to help the more than 50,000 people which are currently under the bombs and under attack in Idlib. The Idlib crisis is going to be even bigger. This is just the beginning. Idlib is a place where almost 3 million people live, and there are tens of thousands of armed rebels very much in control of the area. So when the real battle will begin, because this is only the beginning, it will be perhaps a massacre once again, the likes of which we have already seen in Eastern Ghouta, in Homs and in Aleppo too many times in the war in Syria.
Well, absolutely, Daniela. Thanks very much indeed for joining us with the latest there. We will keep coming back to you for more on this situation in Idlib in Syria.